What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I'm Will, here on the North Shore of Long Island. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm throwing some boots on. I got a falling tide, so I'm going to head down to the beach and see if I could dig up some steamers. If you don't know what steamers are, hopefully I could dig some up and show them to you. So I also can tell that the channel is growing, and the reason how I can tell is because companies are actually reaching out and sending me stuff to review. I don't want to turn this into like an infomercial channel or for sale with everything, but you know, some of the stuff I can actually use. So one of them, this is a company called Bearskin. Let's see if you can see that. And they sent a tactical hoodie. So let's check this thing out. All right, pretty thick fleece. Oh, nice. Couple of pockets in there. Oh, it's got the back pocket. This is actually cool because I can throw all my camera stuff in there, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. That's kind of cool. So now I don't have to bring a backpack with me. And I asked them to send one size bigger because I like wearing sweatshirts. I know that defeats the purpose. Their whole thing is that you don't need so many layers, but I do like layers, and I know it's sunny out, but it is a little bit on the cold side. So we'll give this thing, oh yeah, check out the hood. Oh, this thing's awesome. All right, let's head down to the beach. So we have about an hour until low tide. The only issue that I could see or foresee is that we're not on a full moon or a new moon, which would bring the tide down even lower and let us get to spots that are normally covered by water. But I still think we're going to be all right. I also made a huge mistake in putting my sweatshirt on underneath this jacket because this thing is really warm, and I'm gonna have to take my sweatshirt off because I'm overheating now. So good job, Bearskin. This is a warm jacket. Also, I don't know if you can see, I got my tripod back there in that back pocket, so it's nice not to have a backpack on. All right, we have quite a walk ahead of us, so I will come back to you when we're there. So it's just me and the seagulls. They're looking for the same thing. We got just a little bit further to walk, but there's a lot of seagulls up ahead, which is a good sign. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be. So they're called softshell clams. They're also called piss clams, and that's because one of the ways that you can find them is you stomp around and they shoot a little stream of water out. And what that is they're shooting the water to try to sink down further to get away from you to hide, or from the seagulls here. And they have to be 1.5 inches across. And then the other thing is, wherever you are, make sure to call your town, because even the New York State DEC, sometimes the town itself has different regulations than the state. So it's very good to do that. We are going to start digging. Just like that. Usually they're in a bit of a cluster. Wait, where'd that guy go? Am I going crazy? There we go. Where the mud meets the sand is where you're going to find them, and that is absolutely big enough. So we're on our way. We got one. One of the reasons that people avoid these is because they are in the sand and the mud, so you really have to soak them and kind of let them expel all that sand and everything. And depending on where you pick them up, the shell tends to be different colors. So because we're in black mud, we got a black shell. That's one. I'm gonna aim for 12. That's the aim. Keep digging. So the other way that I choose where to dig is going to be by these little air holes because there's more of a chance that there's something in there. I think what's in there is a bunch of rocks. That might be an empty shell. Let's see. Yeah, empty shell. Sometimes they're just full of mud. So all the seagulls are there. I think they're onto something, and I think we should go over there because I've dug a couple of spots, nothing, and they're all over there. A couple behind me, but they're not really digging for anything. Let's move over there. Oh. There we go. That one is more so in the sand, so it's got a whiter shell, and then that is the siphon. That's what they use to get themselves further into the sand. All right. Oh. Oh, we got a hard clam. All right. So these have to be 2 inches from where my thumb and my finger is. And that guy is a keeper. Is it alive? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 softies and 1 hard shell. This is the perfect texture or mixture of sand and mud, which is what the steamer's like. As I was digging here, I just had a big stream of water come out, which lets me know that there is one in there. Hopefully the right size. Definitely not the right size. Oh, shooting out his water. But yeah, and I'm gonna throw these into the water because these seagulls are very patiently waiting. You also want to do this incredibly gently because they are soft shell clams, and you can break their clam very, very easily. Also, fill in your holes, which I will do in a moment. You see bubbles, there might be one in there. So I grabbed the bucket. Also, if you have a bad back, this is not the not the thing for you. But I grabbed the bucket to sit on, and I took one more scoop. So like I said, something was siphoning. There you go. Got another one. This spot's actually been really good. I've seen a lot of small ones over here. It's not mud, it's not just sand, it's the perfect mix of both. But that's like a picture perfect steamer. That couldn't get any better. All right, keep digging. So I'm not gonna leave this spot. These guys a little too small, but the more that I'm digging forward, I keep finding more. Now those guys are actually legal, but they're pretty small. So put those back. Oop. Oh, okay. Like I said, sometimes they're clustered up. Okay. I think we may have just bought our ticket home here. Oh man. All right. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. And another little guy. I'll put him back in there. So I'm gonna keep digging in this spot because it seems to be a really good spot. Whew. Okay. I need to find like just 10 more and then I can get out of here and stretch a little. Well, found 1 more baby clam. I think altogether, I don't know, I have maybe 10 in there or so, and that's enough. The tide's starting to come in, so probably in about 20 minutes it's going to cover the area that we would find them. So I think that's it. We're going to head back. So as I'm walking up the path, we got to get back up to the car. I'm looking along the path here, and you know what this all is? Right here. So this is chive grass. So it's chives. We're gonna actually grab some of this to cook with. So I'm gonna get a couple of handfuls. We don't need much, maybe like 10 sprigs or so. I collected some of the seawater from the spot where we got the clams, and I put them in overnight to let them purge. You can hear they purge some more of their sand, otherwise you're left with a lot of grit inside. And if you put them in the fridge in the seawater, you can leave them for about even up to like 3 days. I've done before to get all that grit out of them. Do not use regular tap water. You will kill your clams. All right, now over here I have boiling water. Throw these in. So I'm gonna pull these. Those were all different sizes, so I'm gonna pull them. So I'm gonna pull them like that guy's done. That one's done. Oh, that hard shell clam. Look at that thing. That is gorgeous. Now, I'm not too concerned with these being completely cooked through because we're going to saute them as well. That one looks so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this one. That is absolutely gorgeous. So steamers are funny in that they don't open up like a normal clam to let you know that they're done. You just have to cook them, and then when you open them up like that, you can see whether or not they're finished. This little guy is definitely finished. Now to clean the steamer, pull them out of the shell, just like that, and then you want to pull off on the siphon. There's this skin, and that's it. That's a clean steamer. Now we're gonna chop them up, and we'll also be able to feel if there's any leftover grit or anything in there, and maybe give them a little bit of a rinse in that steaming water. This I'm excited about. I gotta go back there and target just the hard shell clams alone, nothing else, and see what I can come up with. Now these we're just gonna do a little bit of a rough chop on them. Again, if I feel any kind of grit on the knife here, what I'm gonna do is rinse them in that water that we steamed them in. But they feel pretty good. And that's it. Not too fine. Because like I said, we're gonna saute these, and we're gonna make clam toast. So put these aside. So I have here a semolina roll. The way I'm gonna cut this will probably make some people mad, but I want really long, nice pieces of toast. Never seen that before. Almost looks like rye bread. Okay, put that aside. Have garlic. One shallot. Probably only use about half of the shallot. Now we have our chive grass that we found. And my favorite herb, parsley. red chili flake. And then this is Madeira. You could use Marsala, you could use sweet vermouth. Bring that heat up and add some butter. Oh, this smells so good. We haven't even added the clams yet, and it smells this good. Now our clams. A little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. This is our onion grass, chopped parsley, and last but not least, a bit of lemon. I'm going to shut that heat off, because I'm not trying to cook the clams any more really than they are. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, this smells so good. It smells like linguine and clam sauce, but a little bit sweeter because of that Madeira. You could easily add this to pasta and it would be incredible. Take a bite. It smells so good. It's like clam flavored garlic bread. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's really lovely. So definitely got to make sure with steamers that you soak them overnight. I almost don't want to talk. All right, we're going to wrap this up because I'm going to sit back and enjoy this. This is delicious. Okay, unbiased, real review about the bearskin fleece. It's good for, say, fall, April, when the wind did come in off the beach, off of the water there. The wind did cut through this, so it's not going to replace your jacket. It's really just a really nice fleece. 2 thumbs up on it. Like if you were hiking or something in fall, this would be perfect. I don't think that it's waterproof. If it rained, you'd probably be out of luck, but yeah, check them out. Thank you, Bearskin, for sending it out. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this. We're done talking. That was a good amount of work. Oh, and the payoff. The payoff is amazing. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along on this adventure, and I will see you on the next one.